Right. Our third topic is about Mark Wahlberg, how he tried to pitch a Departed sequel to who made The Departed?
Scorsese made the original.
No, I mean which production company, which studio? Anyway, doesn't matter.
TriStar.
But he pitched it but to co-star Brad Pitt and Robert De Niro, but got shut down.
Why?
We're gonna find out.
That sounds like a match made in heaven.
I would have thought so. So this comes to us via Variety. So it says Mark Wahlberg revealed on KFC Radio. Well, KFC has a radio station now.
Kentucky Fried Chicken FM.
Yeah, this week via Esquire that he tried and failed to pitch to Warner Brothers a sequel to Martin Scorsese's Oscar winner, The Departed. Wahlberg earned an Oscar nomination for supporting actor. He was really good in that, actually. Yeah, thanks to his role in The Departed.
He's brilliant.
Yeah, which grossed $291 million worldwide. And you see, look at the good. Remember we were talking about Scorsese and his gross in films, and that was a wicked film.
Brilliant.
And look
film.
how much it grossed. It couldn't even gross 300 mil. And he's moaning about Marvel movies and grossed double that.
And remember,
at least.
Remember who was in The Departed? Jack Nicholson,
DiCaprio,
Wahlberg, Matt Damon,
Martin Sheen. Alec Baldwin, all-star cast.
Every G of Hollywood was in that.
And it couldn't gross 300 million worldwide. And you're moaning about Marvel movies. Yeah. Come on, man. Yeah. Come on, grow up. Anyway, and won 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director. Scorsese's cast included Wahlberg opposite Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack Nicholson, and Matt Damon, to say a few.
Yeah.
I went into a meeting with screenwriter Bill Monahan at Warner Brothers to pitch the sequel to The Departed, Wahlberg said. And let's just say the pitch didn't go very well. He really didn't have anything fleshed out, but he's the kind of guy you just trust to go and write something, kind of like us.
Yeah.
And so when we were working on the script for Cocaine Cowboys and American Desperado, I said, Bill, just go right. They like to have things well thought out and planned. It'll be a pretty good one. Wahlberg did not go into detail about what the failed pitch for The Departed sequel was, but he did say Monahan was interested in bringing in A-list actors like Brad Pitt and Robert De Niro to join the cast. The sequel would center on Wahlberg's character. Back in 2011, Monahan teased a potential sequel to the film. My idea actually is to set the film before, during, and after the action of the first film, which I think would be extraordinary, Monahan said at the time. Essentially, in the middle section of the thing that I've intended, you'd see actions that take place during the original Departed, but aren't on screen in the original Departed.
Okay.
There would be off-screen things that occur at that point in the story, but it would work seamlessly as a movie of its own. Monahan admitted that his lack of bringing a synopsis for the sequel to Warner Brothers is what blocked the project from moving forward. I don't do synopsis and I don't pitch, the screenwriter said. Personally, I don't know if it's ever going to happen. Wahlberg and Monahan's Departed sequel never got off the ground, nor did their Cocaine Cowboys and American Desperado projects. The two did collaborate on the 2014 drama The Gambler, which was directed by Rupert Wyatt.
Cocaine Cowboys?
Yeah.
The hell?
I have no idea. But, Leon, you've seen The Departed, right? You like
Brilliant film. Brilliant.
So,
I've watched it many times.
Yeah, same here. I mean, what are your thoughts on the pitch not going well?
Well, you know, I think it's a shame. However, I think Mark Wahlberg should know better. Like, you need a synopsis.
Well, it's not even it's the Bill Monahan because because Mark Wahlberg kind of told him that you should have had that.
No, but what I'm saying is, this was his idea, his baby, so he needed to ensure certain things were done.
Yeah, possibly.
That's what I think. Like, he's the Hollywood guy. You know what they're looking for, and the writer as well.
Yeah, because he's Hollywood.
Yeah, so what's got, you've got through before. Who pitched it last time then? You've written loads of stuff. Who's been pitching it?
Good question.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's too many unanswered questions. And I think, that sounds like a good idea. The beginning, couple in the middle, and after.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Because there's bits of the film when his character goes, like, not missing, but you don't see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'd be good to see, especially when he gets fired, remember?
Yeah.
And then he goes away, and the next thing you see him, he's at the man's house.
Yeah,
with the
bags and the shoes.
Yeah.
He planned that so coldly, man.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, so I'm just thinking, like there was someone failed to plan. You write a script. You, as script writers, we know it's no mean feat. It takes time. It takes planning. You really need to know the arc of the story. You need to know it backwards.
Yeah.
So the thing is, for me, if you write that, you should be able to pitch it. Like it's if you wrote it though.
Oh no, I agree with you. I'm just saying
He should be
I don't
able
understand.
to deliver it.
Well, that's the whole point of a synopsis. It's just a brief outline of what you're.
And if you haven't written one, you should be able to say it.
And if you're a top Hollywood guy, like you said, well, how have you been pitching your films before then? If you haven't been doing it, you've been getting away without doing one, and now you. I don't understand, man. I mean, Damien. What are your thoughts on this, man?
It does sound like I don't know. I don't want to say lazy cop out, but I'm just to your point. If you are writing scripts of this caliber, writing a synopsis is literally just a summary of what's going on and saying the best points of it. So
how do you mess that up?
Yeah. And it's, I mean, I can kind of get the pitch because obviously that's a selling point and you've got to jazz it up, dress it up, and it's probably not in your forte. You want to stick to the material and not have to
But that's why he has Mark Wahlberg there.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You know your own limits.
And the thing is, even if Wahlberg himself couldn't write the pitch, you know enough people you've worked with in the past to go to and say, look, hey, do you mind doing this quick pitch for me? Because if he's going to be the centre point of the film, and he got so much light shone on him for his performance in the original, I'd be all over hello, can you do me a synopsis? Can you do me a pitch?
Listen,
you
just pay someone to pitch it. I'm saying worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Like if they got agencies that do things like that.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you too, man. I just think it's lazy. It's lazy on, and I take your point as well, Leon. It's lazy on both parts. Because if I'm Wahlberg, I'm making sure that this guy's dotted all these I's and crossed all these T's. You know what I mean? Because this is starring me now. Whereas, you know, the first film, even though he had a blinding performance, he was a supporting lead.
Yeah.
But here he would be the actual lead.
Yeah.
And so you should make sure that everything's on point. And as to that Bill Monahan, like, how's he been pitching before? Like, he's saying, and I'm never going to do it. That's kind of like a very pompous attitude to have. Like, I'm just not going to do no synopsis. I don't do synopsises. Like, well...
Which is fine.
Well, it is and it isn't. Because if a big studio like Warner Brothers are asking for a synopsis, you give them a friggin' synopsis. Do you know what I mean?
I'm sure he's done. Someone's done a synopsis, so get the same person who's done it before.
Because I really would have loved to have seen this.
Yeah.
Because the first one, as you guys said, was fantastic. And here's the thing as well. The reason why I know it would have been fantastic, or more chances that it would have been fantastic, was, remember, this was based on an Asian film, Infernal Affairs, which I've actually seen.
Yeah.
And that's a brilliant film. Okay. And Infernal Affairs had a couple of sequels. Yeah. I haven't seen them, but apparently they're quite good as well.
Right.
So, based on that, the sequel to this film would have been pretty good as well.
We'd hope so, yeah.
So it's a shame.
Mess it up.
And especially with Brad Pitt and Robert De Niro, because you know they would have jumped all over that. You know what I mean? So it's a shame, man. I mean, with all the crap that gets made in Hollywood, you know what I mean? And this doesn't get through. It makes you wonder, man. It makes you wonder.
Been in the film, Brad Pitt and De Niro together.
Brad Pitt and De Niro.
Can you think of anything?
I don't think so. Yeah.
If you know anything, put a comment down. I don't remember seeing them two on screen.
I don't remember either. But that would have been good to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old's Robert De Niro now? 152? Yeah.
But yeah, man. Listen, guys, what do you think, man? What do you think this pitch should have been done properly? You know, the way that Warner Brothers wanted it, or do you think it shouldn't have mattered? And because it was such a successful film, it should have got through anyway. Especially with all the crap that gets made nowadays.
Should they come to the GRP? We could have written a synopsis for them, damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Leave some comments down below and let us know what you think.